Hello folks, and here we are again on this 1976 Ford F-150 that we bought back earlier this year. And now it's time to do some cleanup on this truck. It's been a long time coming, and guess what? This is probably some of the last videos you'll see on this truck because it's potentially sold. And we'll talk more about that later on, but right now let's see if the old Minuteman and me can get this truck shining again. Y'all hang in there with us. And let us get a good look at this thing one more time before we start the buffing and the cleanup on the truck. You can see on that driver's side fender, we kind of already did some pre-testing to see if the color would come back out, and it did. Can't really say if this is the original paint job on this truck, but judging by the color of the interior, I would say it's a good chance that it is the original color from factory, or someone might have repainted it back to the original color. And nevertheless, we're going to try to work some magic here with a buffing pad. Man, this passenger side looks really rough. The old Minuteman's going to have to be on top of his game today if he plans on getting that hood and that passenger side looking good. Well, let's see what he can do. Yep, it's going to be a big job, y'all. Old Minuteman, he ain't moving too fast this morning. Let me see if I can help it. Well, here we are, folks. We kind of getting to the end of this Gold Ford project. You know, we've had several parts. You've seen us go and we went to go buy it. You remember when we went and bought it, and we had that hard time getting it home. It took what, a couple weeks just to get it home. I don't know how long it took, really. I forget at this point.
Yeah, we was at least 2 weeks.
And then two, had to end up, we didn't get to drive it home like a vice grip garage, but we did haul it on the dolly, got it home, got it back up on its feet, did a complete brake job from master cylinder to calipers. Did we put I don't remember if we put rotors on it.
No, we didn't put rotors on it, but we put new brakes and wheel cylinders and calipers and new brake lines, and
okay,
we completely and
basically a rebuild almost.
Replaced the tires, and we put
we
wound up putting a new radiator on it.
In the last video, which was some leftover footage, it kind of was old, but we replaced some of the heater hoses.
Yeah, we done all the heater hoses, vacuum lines.
Right, vacuum lines. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna pop the hood on this yellow Ford here, and we're gonna show you a few other things we did that we did not film, but of course we're gonna film it now. And you didn't see us do it, but I can see it right here, even from the grill. I don't know if y'all can or not, but let's look right here. You kind of see something shiny in there, and that would indicate that something's been changed here. So old Minuteman's gonna pop the hood, and he's gonna explain to us what he's done in here. And that looks good right there. That's like a brand new radiator, right?
It is. We bought a new racing radiator and put on it, and replaced the bottom radiator hose new. We hadn't been able to get a new one for the top. They couldn't get us one in, but anyway, that's a Gates on the top. It's in pretty good shape, but if something happens to hit, you know, it'd be easy to get to. So we
What else have we done under
All
here?
the belts, we replaced them
yeah,
on the
you
videos.
see
We
that in
showed
the video.
that. And
Spark, we did a tune-up on the, you know, the ignition. You got your
Right.
spark plugs, wires. That, of course, that was in a earlier video that you seen. All that hard work I was doing there.
right.
And you also you replaced the exhaust.
Yeah, we put some tailpipes on
Yeah,
it.
no, it's not gonna be easy, and I probably gonna crawl under here to show you, but
Yeah, it's just
but what?
some older ones we had off of a 69.
Yeah, okay, so it's just repurposed, but
Right.
you replaced the shocks too, didn't you?
I did. I had the ones that come off the other 76. We put them on it.
That's back here in the back. All right, and also the exhaust was eat up completely.
Yeah, it was rotted
I
out.
mean, we got to understand this truck had been setting up for a while, and it had not been drove in several years, and it belonged to a gentleman.
Start it and you can get a little audio.
Yeah, he's gonna start it up. Listen to this. Sounds mean, don't it? Got this dual exhaust on it right here. Also, he put some different hubcaps on it. Ranger hubcaps. Now, what year model? Go ahead and kill it, Daddy. Sounding pretty good. I'm gonna have him go ahead and kill the engine here where you can hear us. So we want the motor engine noise when we drowning me out here if I can talk this morning. But yeah, these are some leftover cats. What year model do you think these came off?
68 or 69, somewhere there between that and a 70.
Yeah, because originally, if you remember, it had yellow wheels, and I kind of liked it. It had the steel, the chrome, what do you call it? Trim rings.
They were rusty.
Yeah, they were rusty.
Rough, so.
But
yeah, we put several things on it and spent a lot of time on it. Several dollars. Went through the carburetor.
yeah, you had to do a lot of carburetor work, didn't you?
Yeah, and tune up work and all too. But we got it in good shape. It's running good, and supposedly we've got a gentleman coming to buy it. So
tell them where this thing potentially is going to end up at.
well, we got a friend. He's a friend on Facebook now. He's from New York. He's coming from New York to get it,
And he's going to attempt to drive it all the way back to New York.
He's going to do that vice grip garage, and he's going to take her all the way back to New York. Can y'all believe this? Here in Alabama, he's going to drive, I don't know, 12, 13 hours drive.
If it was anything like mine, his is going to be anywhere between 15 to 16 hours. Now, that's in a late model vehicle running 70 miles per hour, but at this thing is not fuel efficient by no means. I mean, what do you think out there on the interstate he's going?
Well,
what kind of mileage?
We checked this thing, and this truck still thinks gas is selling for 25 cents a gallon. And she's getting about 11 miles a gallon. That is, if you keep your foot out of the 4-barrel.
4-barrel. This is a 390
big block 4-barrel. And if you keep it in the 4-barrel, you're looking at anywhere from 4 to 6 miles a gallon.
4 to 6 miles a gallon. So this gentleman, he's going to need an extra gallon or a 5-gallon jug keep on him to get in between gas stations. But hey, we're thankful that somebody appreciates these old trucks just as much as we do. And we wish him the best and his journey back once he does receive this. And today in this video, we're going to do some cleanup. Now, listen, as you can probably see clearly from the hood, this eat up with rust. And it's
just surface rust.
Surface, and what's
it's not rusted out.
It's not rusted through. Let me correct that.
Yeah.
But let me say this: a lot of people like this these days. I mean, they like these.
They like that patina.
The patina as they call it. And places like this, they don't want it painted no more. I don't know how that got popular, but it did.
And that front end up in the air got popular.
Yeah, the same way the front end, people driving around with them trucks with the front end in the air, it becomes a fad. Hey, and if that's what the people want, that's just one less thing we got to worry about, right? Sanding, and even though the old Minuteman over there, he's a master body man and painter, and I know you haven't seen any of that stuff in the videos yet, But if it's God's will, we will be doing some of that in the near future. Hopefully sooner than later, right?
Right.
So, again, today we're going to spend a little time. We're going to get a little video on us doing some, I guess we're going to put the compound to it, right?
Yeah, we're going to go over it lightly a little bit and sort of get some of the dead paint, what's paint we got left on it, sort of, you know, sort of brighten up a little bit. And, of course, I think Zach's going to sand it and prime it, have it primed, and later
So he is actually going to paint it. He's going to have it painted.
Yeah, he's going to paint it. He said he's going to prime it first and get it all stripped down and primed. So,
yeah,
you know, protect the metal right now till he can paint it. So he's got big high hopes for it too. So
yeah, so he's going to do some more work to
take
it.
it on to the next level. So.
Take it to the next level, and
Yeah.
and we want him to, and we hopefully
We're gonna
he'll
have
be
some
willing to
pictures later on.
Later
He said
on,
he'd
yeah.
send us some, and
Hopefully he will. So we'll keep an update on this old yellow Go Ford. Now you've seen it from the time we've received it, and now you're going to see it to the time it departs from us.
Yeah.
And ask me the question: am I going to miss it? No.
well,
Are you going to miss it?
well, I probably slept with it longer than you have.
Oh, I know you have, but
So-
see, you ain't holding a full-time job. You ain't
But
a
you know
full-time
what?
husband and a full-time dad.
You always told me, said, Dad, don't fall in love with them. So I
Yeah,
just try not to fall in love with them.
I've learned that.
Even though I like the old Ford
yeah.
trucks and all, but
I've learned that the hard way. Don't fall in love with nothing. How about that?
no, we just trading and buying and selling them, moving them on. So we're not gonna fall in
Yeah.
love with them.
Well, right now, I'm going to get a little slow roll. We're going to look at what its current state. Now, I'll show you here in just a moment. There has been some buffing a little bit on this driver's side fender was. We were able to get it, or he was, let me correct that. It wasn't me. He was able to get it looking good, and I was really surprised how well that paint came back alive, and hopefully I can capture it in the camera here. Now this side on the driver's side is a lot better off in some regards as far as the surface rust, but right here I'll show it to you. We have this you can see, I don't know if it's coming out in the camera, but I'm gonna try to get at an angle where the light can hit it a little better. But you can clearly see he's already did some work. But that's what we're going to do this morning. We're going to do a little cleanup on it. Kind of, you know, get it looking good for the next owner. And let them do what they're going to do to it next. Hopefully we'll get some footage and pictures, if nothing but pictures, so we can share it with you later on. Well, y'all hang in there with us as we work on this 1976 Ford F-150. You remember in the video, previous video, we had this bad gas stain right here. We're gonna see if we can get this come on out right here. I believe she ain't gonna come out.
Yeah, it's been there for a long time though.
Yeah, it stained that up pretty good right there. In this area right here. That's where, I guess, over the years when they were fueling up right here.
Yeah, it run out.
Just run out on the... I'm gonna try a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's one thing, if you didn't hear me, it'll work on your back, won't it?
It will. It'll have a nice shine to it.
Now, what did you say again?
They're cutting them a little bit with some
What, they cutting it with some wet sanding
600 grit paper and then going back and clear coating them.
and leaving the...
Just leaving the old patina look and
And do they go back with a clear or something
they
on
put
top?
a clear on top of it. Yeah.
Right. You can see, man, that takes all the fun out of it, don't it?
Get a little bit of this lower stuff on the bottom right here. I get me up in those stools where I can get down there low on the ground.
Right.
And that way, it don't work on your back as bad.
Man. Old Gerald, he'll be wanting his truck back.
You'll see how nice it looks. Yes, man, I should have never sold my truck.
Yeah.
Well, folks, this old 76 is looking good. What do y'all think? Leave your comments below. Also, please press that like button, and if you haven't already, please consider to subscribe to the channel. The old Minute Man would sure appreciate you for that.
Well, it don't take much for that paint to come right on out, does it?
Yeah, you can cut it a little bit with some sandpaper and make it come out a little bit better.
All right, here comes the manual labor. Maybe I should be doing that part.
Wiping the dust off of it there in the dry spot.
An old Minute Man, he's putting the shine on it, isn't he? Looking real good here. And let me get in on some of this old rubbing here. Yeah, this old fender here, his was already done before we even started, but it's looking good. I'll get a little bit behind. Right there. I want to get right here. Behind this mirror.
And I'm starting to fall in love.
You're starting to fall in love with it again, you say?
No, I ain't never been in love with it yet.
Wait a minute, you're not trying to keep from selling this thing now to that old boy from New York.
No,
He'll probably watch this video and he'll get mad at you.
Yeah, we ain't gonna keep it, Zach.
Nah, we're gonna let it go, but there will be a tear in my eye or his eye.
I may shed a tear.
He gonna shed a tear, cause I'm gonna tell you, this truck does a little misery on us or on him. I got an eye full of dirt from putting in the gas tank in. If y'all remember that from the old video. Is your eyeballs eating up a lot of dirt?
Oh yeah. I've had dirt in my eyes since ever I started this project.
I ate a lot of dirt during that little project. Okay, put it on 4. He's gonna show us how to clean a pad.
It turns that way, and then
with a screwdriver.
Yeah. Don't put your screwdriver on this side because it digs in.
Oh yeah.
Always get it away from him. When she's turning away like that, go over to the middle. Get all that old compound out, because that old compound will build up in there. And you need to keep your pads as clean as possible.
Absolutely. That's a good tip there. I appreciate you telling us.
Yep.
Probably ain't gonna do no good, but I'm gonna try to clean this gas cap up here. Gotta do it by hand. Nah, I ain't doing nothing. That buffer can outwork me 100 to 1. Woo, you got it looking good. Look at here. Look at that shine. Let's look at that shine right quick. Yeah, can y'all see that in the camera right there? It looks good.
See a little spots, huh?
I do. I see them.
I was trying to see if I could buff them off.
Oh, that was some of the same stuff I was dealing with. It looks like it's coming out. You think that's what that was?
I don't know. Could have been. It's your. It's your coming off of. I don't know what that is. I'm not. If you stay with it long enough, it.
Yeah, see it come right off.
Turn off. I seen that fella the other day on that old freak sawmill.
Yeah.
A freak, I guess they call it a freak, something like that.
See, here he is. He's getting ready to. He wants to start a new project, sawmilling. Go ahead.
No, what he was doing, he was sawing and they stopped. And he told me, he said, my sawmill's hot. He said, I'm going to have to let it rest a while. That's what I'm thinking about doing. My buffer's running hot.
Is it buffer running hot?
I think I'm going to have to stop.
Let it give it some rest.
Yeah, I'm going to have to let that buffer rest a little bit.
Well, if you have to, let it rest.
I might ought to run it up there at Jordan's one day and let him drive it around a little bit since we got it
Yeah,
out.
it wouldn't hurt. Let him kind of look at one last time before it hits
the trail. And
go up there, way up north.
Yeah, I don't think I told him we'd already had it sold. Oh, yeah. You tell him we had it sold?
Yeah.
Okay. And sometimes, you know, if it's real rough, you're going to have to put you a little bit of, say, some 800 to 1,000 grit paper and just lightly cut it. And that takes that old gilm off of it. And then once you do that, you can buff it back out. And if you went over this right here, you get that color off right there.
Show that again. If you
see that color right there? If you went over that and lightly wet sanded, you get that color off and it would come back to this. Then you start buffing it. But once I get there, I'll show you on that dark red how it's pulling it back out pretty good, you know.
Well, you're doing a good job there.
Yeah, when I get right here, I'll show you right here, this spot here. Oh,
Yeah,
what I was talking about. This discoloration
let's
on
look
the,
at get a little before
on it. Yeah, it's and this
So,
is really not.
let me see if I can get a. I don't know if you can see this in camera, but you got this dark between here and here. That dark.
It's a discoloration. I don't know what it come from. If it was something that got on it, or because this is a different color.
Right.
So, but once we'll start out up on the top side right here. It looks like somebody might have sprayed some paint on it at one time, or
What was the purpose?
Wrong color.
Oh.
And see that spot? Can you look back and see it?
I do. I see that right there. We got missed a spot back here. We're gonna get it right
Not too
here.
bad, but I mean, you know.
Let's check it out here. Let him show us how it's done. Oh yeah, you took it right on out of there. There's a little
spot there.
just a tiny one. I ain't trying to supervise or nothing, but there it is. My.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait a
All
minute,
this
that
right
ain't even
here.
got no paint. What are you doing right
All
there?
that is galvanized. You know, Ford in '73, once they left '72, they changed this body style, and this cowl, they started doing this in a galvanized hit and on the inside of the beds to keep from a lot of rust and stuff. But it's just bare showing the galvanized. It's sure looking good though. You know what?
Yeah, I mean, well, thanks sure it ain't gonna
I'm
rust.
gonna buff that galvanized right there and just see what it look like.
I'm gonna buff the galvanized.
That galvanized is shining up there too, ain't it?
I'll be. It is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's gonna just something popped in my mind here. People seeing you do this, they're gonna ask probably in the comments, "Are you for hire?" What's the answer?
No. What do you mean for hire? I ain't. Shoot, that don't want me. I'm not no buffer.
I mean, no. I mean,
I got a brother that do that.
oh really?
Yeah, Mark. He does it on the side.
Oh, he does on
He
side.
buffs cars. Yeah,
Wait, so in other words, you're not.
Yeah, I'm not in-
You can't. You're not in business to
no,
do this.
I don't think I'm in business for that. We brought the old color back a little bit on it.
Yeah, we did.
Make it look a little better. And
Well, you did.
maybe some of the viewers and all watching. That'll entice them. They want to clean their old car up.
Might. You never know. Well, you can't afford to drive. Hey, you can't afford to drive it because of the gas. You might as well be cleaning it up, right?
Right. Clean it up and tell it to look at it.
You just sit around and look at it. Well, won't you take a break, minute man, and rest your back a little bit? I mean,
Yeah, we will.
Don't hurt yourself now.
What we need to do is let the buffer rest. You know.
Let the buffer rest.
Yeah, because
and plus it needs a cleaning.
Cause me, you know me, I ain't gonna never slow down.
Well, the old Minute Man and me decided to get a drink of water. You know, when you work as hard like we do, you have to take a rest every now and then. Anyway, the old truck is looking good. I never thought it would turn out as good as it has, but hopefully it'll continue to go that way. What do y'all think? Just leave a comment below. And if you like this video, please press that like button and share our videos to your other friends that you have and family. We would appreciate it because it only helps us. Also, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already and ring that notification bell so you can get notifications when our new videos come out. Well, anyway, it's time to get back to work. You're going to test the hood out?
Yeah, I'm gonna see what.
It's going to take a lot of luck to get this hood looking good. But the old Minute Man, he's going to put a good effort in. Let's see what happens. All right, so we're going to do a little wash job here, aren't we?
Yeah, we're gonna knock off some of the loose stuff on there. It's gonna have a big picking up in there with this.
Yeah, it's time for me to show off my skills here with this old brush. I'm going to wash this whole truck down, get some of that compound dust and things off, and just put that extra little clean touch. Now, look how shiny that truck is. I tell you, that old Buffer and the Minute Man, they're a good team together, don't you think?
Only water this thing ever seen is rainwater.
Yeah.
It does. It does. Let me get it.
That's good, dude.
Yeah, I'm glad he got him a better just something about it. Man, you can't beat that. That wasn't gonna work.
Yeah, look at that little extra effort I'm putting in there, getting them letters clean. That F-O-R-D there. You definitely want that to look good. When you look back in the rearview mirror, you want to see them things shining at you. That F-O-R-D. That's right.
I done a good job on that blacking out on that painting on it. Looked
You
good
did.
on
It's
that grill.
A1 job.
It made that grill look a lot better.
The old Minute Man, he wouldn't brag,
Did
would
get
he?
it?
Yeah.
You can see I get it honest. Y'all watch how talented the Minute Man is. He shoot water from the stump there. Man, he's good. Look at him.
Yeah, we could have probably made that tailgate look a lot better by going over it.
You know one thing we haven't done though in this video?
What's that?
We haven't gave the weather report yet. What does it look like today?
It looks. They giving 50% chance of rain over in the afternoon. So,
Right.
But I don't know. You know, it looked a while ago like there's a dark cloud coming up,
Right.
and it still may rain me out from mowing the grass. But I'm fixing to load up and see if I can get over there and mow.
All right. Well, that's the Minute Man for you. He's a good Samaritan. He mows everybody's grass but his own.
And here we are getting this last long look of the truck and the work that we did on the buffing. Well, the Minute Man did. Let's just be honest. All I did was hold the camera. But we're trying to just kind of see what happened here. And overall, I must say, I was a skeptic. I didn't think this thing would turn out the way it did. But it's amazing what a little bit of elbow grease, well, with the help of a buffer, what can it do with the right compound, that 3M compound we were using, how it brought that paint out. And I believe the next owner is going to be mighty happy for this 1976 F150. This, what I said, searching for Ford gold here. And I think we finally found it. And it's looking good. Been a long road here. And there'll be another video out for this coming soon for this truck as we make our final goodbyes to it. But anyway, y'all tell us what you think. Thank you folks for watching this video. And if you like our content, please consider subscribing to our channel. And if you like this video, please press the like button. And also, if I'm not asking too much already, drop us a comment. We would love to hear from you. Until that next video, y'all have a blessed day.